Hello, beautiful soul. My name is David of Soul Pathways, and the purpose of this video is to introduce to you my service, energetic therapy. But before we get into that, let me just say that I believe you've landed on this page and that you're watching this video because you're a seeker. Because you're looking for information. You're looking for knowledge. You're looking for answers to questions. And in that way, we're alike, because I'm a seeker too. Have been my whole life, as far back as I can remember. When I was 10 years old, I came across the book Chariots of the Gods by Erich von Däniken. Reading it, I was just fascinated. So is that how things work on Earth? Then at 19, as soon as I got out of high school, went to Egypt, looked around, climbed to the top of the third highest pyramid of the pyramids of Giza, the Pyramid of Menkaure, while the Egyptian police shouted at us from below. And then, when I was 32, I read the book Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield, and I just had to go. And soon I found myself on the Inca Trail of Peru, hiking to Machu Picchu. Fast forward to today, in more recent times, since 2019 to be exact, I've been a QHHT practitioner of Dolores Cannon's hypnosis technique. Dolores Cannon, what a truly beautiful soul. She developed that technique that's benefited so many people, myself included. And in those sessions, the higher self comes through, and there's so much information that's shared, so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and in a beautiful, loving way as well. And so, with energetic therapy, we share. You let me know what's going on with you, and I share the information, the wisdom, the knowledge. Because life on Earth can be a challenge at times. But we shouldn't struggle. I don't believe we should struggle. The truth is that most of us have grown up with beliefs that were taught to us by other people. So they're other people's beliefs. They're not our own beliefs necessarily. But we've been told that's the way things work on Earth, and so we've just adopted them. And our beliefs create our values. So not only do we have other people's beliefs, we have other people's values too. And they might not be the values that represent our true nature. In a lot of cases they aren't. And then what do those values do? They create a reality. So now we're creating a reality that isn't the reality that we would have created if we hadn't been told these other beliefs. A lot of the thoughts in our mind, a lot of the patterns, they're not our own. They don't represent who we really are. Our soul has a divine blueprint for us in the unified field. And we've come down to Earth and incarnated in this physical vessel, and now we're not following that blueprint anymore. So what happens? We get distorted. We get sick because we're out of alignment. And when you're out of alignment, you leak energy. You're less effective. You don't feel as well. Just like a car. If you don't have your car in alignment, the gas mileage is awful. And you wear out your tires real quick too. So we don't drive our cars out of alignment if we can. And by the same token, we shouldn't operate our physical being out of alignment either. Who wants to leak all that energy? We need that energy to be effective on planet Earth. We need that energy to stay healthy and to execute our path in this lifetime, to become the best version of ourselves possible. And by best version of ourselves, I don't necessarily mean some grandiose plans either. That's another belief system. And there's plenty of gurus on social media that will tell you how much money they've made and the house and the jet and whatnot, following their system. And maybe that's good for you. Maybe that's what you need. But that's not for everyone. A lot of people just want to have a pleasant life without the material trappings that only create temporary happiness. Of course we live in a 3D world. We need material things. But once we have the material things to sustain us, what we really need is to be content. Content within ourselves first, so that then we can have contentment around us. But we've been told that isn't the way it works. We've been told to be fearful of straying from the path of reality that was created by someone else. We've been told that that is not how it works on planet Earth, and that's somebody else's reality. And that reality is great for that other person. But now it's time to check in with yourself and see what resonates with you the most. Because we validate ourselves, above all. We validate our beliefs, we validate our values, and in doing so, we validate our reality. And if some part of our reality isn't working out for us the way we'd like it to, we need to go back to those beliefs. Where did that come from? Is it my belief or someone else's? And if it's someone else's belief and they've pounded the table and they're really important to you, let that person validate themselves. Because if it's not serving you, it doesn't belong. We need to be liberated from these beliefs that don't serve us, so we can walk our path in this lifetime towards the best version of ourselves. Humanity is a mosaic. We're all unique beings. We all have something different to bring to the table. Imagine a jigsaw puzzle where all the pieces are the same shape and the same color. Sure, you can put it together quickly, but not only does it not have meaning at the end, well, it might have a little meaning, but it doesn't have meaning in the process. And our lives need meaning. And they need the type of meaning that our soul wanted for us when we first incarnated here. And that means following the path that is best for you. For me, my path is doing this. This is my mission, and well, I'm just going to continue doing it for as long as I can while I'm incarnated here on earth. But for you, I feel you need to evaluate. You need to evaluate me. Whether you're looking at me or listening to my voice, you need to evaluate my resonance, my vibration. Because we all know that you can read something a bunch of times, but you need to hear it the right way for it to click sometimes. And that's what I'm talking about with resonance. I'm talking about the vibration of my voice resonating deeply within each cell of your body to impart that knowledge, that wisdom into each cell so that you can be the best version of yourselves. And so there may be people that I'm not going to resonate with. That's just the way it is, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish them all the success possible on their path. And for those of you that find this message resonates, I'd like you to consider energetic therapy. We can have a call, we can have a Zoom, and like I said before, I'll share with you what I feel is best for you. And I'll tell you that many people have found that uplifting. Many people have found working with me to be beneficial to them. So, I really do wish you all the best, whether we work together or not. Thank you for listening to my message. I love you all from the bottom of my heart.